I wouldn't say he's gotten off to a slow start. I think a lot of the things that we've tried to do with him, we haven't really got the matchup we wanted, and the ball's kind of gone somewhere else. Matt's done a good job of running certain coverages to kind of prevent us from doing that. And the thing about him is he's been in this long enough, especially in this offense. He kind of understands about just keep doing what I'm supposed to do and going out there and working an individual. And his big focus is always going to be getting good in the run game, because he knows that's going to be something that's bigger than what we did in Denver. And the chemistry between those two guys in the passing game, I feel like is pretty good, and those two have confidence in it. And hopefully we'll be able to kind of work a little more in the preseason when we start seeing other defenses, other teams. But we kind of come out and there's a little bit of a game plan feel between offense and defense to try to take away guys and not put terrible matchups out there. And I think Matt's done a good job of taking away some of the things, especially in the red area. And I like what he's doing right now. I like that he always knows how to stay focused and kind of just stick with what's going on and just keep finding ways to get better. I think he's done a really good job. There was a couple of things that we wanted to kind of change with him, with his releases and kind of how he was running some of his routes and some of the things that we wanted to emphasize. We started in the spring, and then he came back to training camp, and he was really sharp right out the gate. It's funny, we were just having a conversation about the way he's running off the ball. He wants to be consistent with that and stay with what he's doing, because the DBs are struggling putting their hands on him and then trying to stay with him, because he's a big man. And the way that he's kind of angling the DBs a little bit, he's making it very, very tough on them. And I think we're just going to, keep pushing that and, trying to put him in position to make some plays and just keep developing him. You try to figure out who works well together, and it's really comes down to a communication thing. It's a brutal honesty thing of saying, you guys really don't work well together, or one guy saying like, I don't like when I work with that guy. And you want the best matchups, because you only get so many times where you can do that. You don't want to waste a rep just because nobody says anything. And I think our guys have done a good job. And, I don't think there's anybody right now I can say that says, I don't like working with that guy, on a side. I think our guys, they all play off each other really well.
And so that's really a big factor then. If the guys say, I can't play off of him, then you take that under advisement? Or?
Yeah, well, I mean, we're always going to listen to those guys, because it's not like we're dealing with guys that don't know what they're doing. And when you got experienced guys up front, and they're honest with you and they give their opinion, and that helps you. You're eliminating bad plays. You're eliminating calling a defense where they don't believe what they're doing. And I think right now these guys are doing a good job. They're mixing it up, and guys are trying to work with each other and kind of get a feel. And we like that whole competition going on up front, because we do have multiple guys that can play center, and at the same time, when they play guard, they can do what we need them to do. And the position flexibility that those guys can have is critical. And he's just a young player. He's just going to keep learning and trying to find ways to get better. And you got great competition up front. I mean, because our D line, they're competing so hard, because there's open spots. Those guys are fighting to make the team. So you're not getting any down play from the other side of the ball, so you got to bring your A game every day.